Barcelona's loan deal for Rashford, can they register him? Barcelona's bold move to sign Marcus Rashford on loan has sparked a frenzy of speculation, but can they even get him on the pitch? The deal, which seems like a win-win at first glance, hides a web of financial and regulatory challenges that could leave the 27-year-old star sidelined. Let's break down the drama, the numbers, and the questions that could define Barcelona's summer. The surface-level logic. Rashford's loan from Manchester United makes sense on paper. United, eager to shed his £325,000 a week wages, and Barcelona, in need of an experienced attacker, appear to have struck a mutually beneficial agreement. Rashford's versatility in both left wing and central roles fits Hansi Flick's tactical vision. But here's where it gets controversial. Barcelona's financial chaos might render the deal meaningless. The registration roadblock. La Liga's strict salary cap rules are the elephant in the room. Barcelona currently exceed their spending limit, a problem that forced the Spanish government to intervene last winter just to let Dani Olmo and Pau Victor play. Now, Rashford, alongside new signings like Joan Garcia and Rooney Bargi, faces the same registration limbo. The club can't register anyone until they either offload high-earning players or secure new revenue streams. Why Nico Williams said no. Barcelona's financial instability isn't just a rumor. When they tried to sign Athletic Club's Nico Williams for €58 million, the deal collapsed over a clause. Williams wanted a guarantee that he'd be registered. Barcelona's sporting director, Deco, refused, and Williams chose to stay at Athletic. This highlights a critical point. Players are now wary of Barcelona's financial promises. The exit strategy. To free up space, Barcelona has sold or loaned several players, including Alex Valle, Pablo Torre, and Ansu Fati. But the big name is Marc-Andre ter Stegen. If the German goalkeeper leaves, it could create room for Rashford and others. However, ter Stegen's deferred salary and a back injury complicate matters. Even if he departs, the club might not recoup enough to offset Rashford's €14 million a year wage, after a 15 to 25% cut. The VIP seat gamble. Barcelona's latest financial lever? Selling 25 years of income from 475 VIP boxes at Camp Nou. This €100 million deal, split between two investors, could help, but only if La Liga accepts it as valid revenue. The problem? The league hasn't recognized it yet, and only €28 million has been paid so far. This raises a provocative question. Is Barcelona's financial strategy just a short-term fix that sacrifices long-term stability? The bigger picture. Even if Rashford signs, he might not play. Unregistered players can't feature in any competition, a risk that scared off Williams. Meanwhile, Barcelona's auditors are still debating the value of their media ventures, which could further shrink their salary budget. And let's not forget the PSL model for VIP seats, a potential cash boost that could backfire by limiting future revenue. What's next? As the transfer window ticks down, Barcelona's focus shifts to offloading players like Andreas Christensen or Inaki Peña. But with the new season starting on August 16th and the window closing September 1st, time is running out. Will the Spanish government step in again? Will La Liga bend the rules? Or will Rashford's loan end up as a symbolic gesture, with no pitch to play on? Your turn to weigh in. Do you think Barcelona's financial strategies are sustainable, or are they just delaying the inevitable? Is it fair to expect players like Rashford to take pay cuts for a club in crisis? Share your thoughts in the comments. This is a debate that's far from over. Paul Pogba's surprising take on Marcus Rashford's move to Barcelona. A club legend's blessing or a veteran's bitter condemnation? That's the stark choice facing fans as Marcus Rashford reportedly eyes a stunning move to Barcelona, splitting opinion right down the middle at Old Trafford, ****. As the England international appears to be finalising a transfer to the Catalan Giants, his former Manchester United teammate, Paul Pogba, has offered his full-throated support. This isn't just a casual endorsement, it comes from a place of deep understanding. Pogba, who shared the pitch with Rashford an incredible 187 times during their 6 years in the first team, knows the crushing weight of expectation at United better than most. He, too, was a divisive figure who struggled to live up to the hype before his own departure to Juventus in 2022. Seeing Rashford, another academy graduate, buckle under that same immense pressure, Pogba empathizes with the desire for a fresh start. Speaking to streamer iShowSpeed, the World Cup winner didn't hold back. "That's crazy, but I'm happy for him," Pogba stated, before revealing a detail that many might have missed. They, United, took his number. He was referring to the club unveiling new signing Matheus Cunha with the iconic number 10 shirt before Rashford's exit was even confirmed, a move many could interpret as a significant slight. Manchester United are losing a great player. Unlucky for them. Pogba continued, showing a surprisingly balanced perspective. "It's great for Barcelona, to be honest," he said. "I'm not even talking about United, because they've bought a few new players and the new manager wants to do his thing, I guess." In a nod to the difficult realities of top-flight management, he defended the new boss, Ruben Amorim. "It's not really his fault. If he doesn't believe in someone, he needs to win. If he doesn't win, they're going to sack him." But here's where it gets controversial. Not everyone in the pantheon of United greats shares Pogba's sympathetic view. Teddy Sheringham, a key figure in the club's historic treble-winning season, offered a dramatically different and fiery take. Unlike Pogba and Rashford, Sheringham wasn't a product of United's youth system. He was an established star signed to elevate an already dominant team in the late 1990s. His perspective is forged in a different era. In an uncharacteristically furious interview with Sky, the retired striker insisted that Rashford simply hasn't deserved a move of this caliber. "If you assess where Marcus Rashford is at as a professional footballer, you strive as a youngster to get to the very top and play for clubs like Manchester United, and when you're there, you appreciate it," Sheringham fumed. "You don't throw it away and say you want to leave." "I find the whole episode very soul-destroying." Drawing a line in the sand between his generation's mentality and today's, he added, "To hear someone talking the way he is." Marcus Rashford to Barcelona, can he adapt to La Liga? Marc Cucurella's insights. Imagine stepping into a new world where the game you love plays by different rules. That's exactly the challenge Marcus Rashford faces as he transitions from the Premier League to La Liga, following his recent loan move to Barcelona. Marc Cucurella, who recently clinched the FIFA Club World Cup with Chelsea, shared his insights on Rashford's adaptation to Spanish football, sparking a lively discussion across the football community. Rashford, who has temporarily switched allegiances from Manchester United to Barcelona until season's end, is at the heart of a transfer that's ignited both excitement and debate throughout Europe. In a recent conversation with Gigantes, Cucurella expressed confidence in Rashford's abilities but emphasized the adjustments necessary when switching leagues. "He's very fast, and I think he'll notice the difference in pace between the leagues," Cucurella noted. He elaborated that while the Premier League is known for its speed and physicality, La Liga demands a nuanced style of play, focusing more on tactical finesse and technical skills. But here's where it gets controversial. Can Rashford's speed and agility translate into success in a league that prizes strategic play over brute force? Cucurella believes so, stating, "I believe Marcus can do quite a lot of work in Spain because of his speed and quality, but he will have to adjust." The discussion doesn't end with Rashford. Cucurella also touched on Barcelona's transformation under the guidance of Hansi Flick. The Chelsea defender was candid about his surprise at the improvements made by the Catalan giants, a testament to Flick's influence and strategic planning. Rashford's journey at Barcelona is pegged as one of the summer's safest bets. Following a season of mixed performances at Manchester United and Aston Villa, he now faces the challenge of proving his mettle in a new environment and under a different tactical regime. Football legends like Rio Ferdinand and Gary Lineker have already thrown in their 2 cents, suggesting Rashford is poised to make a significant impact. And this is the part most people miss. The transition from one major league to another is not just about physical readiness, It's a mental and tactical game. How do you think Rashford will fare in La Liga? Will his Premier League prowess be enough to conquer the strategic depth of Spanish football? Let's hear your thoughts in the comments below.